how do I convert this to here? Well, I only have 4 functions: add, subtract, multiply, and divide. If I add them, I don't get that. I subtract them, I don't get that. I multiply them, I don't get that. The only way I can do it is 1 divided by 2, I get that. That's the only way it'll work. You can punch every way you want to in that calculator and it ain't gonna get there any other way.
Wow.
Right? 1 divided by 2 is equal to that. So now I've got me a rule. I don't care what fraction you have. If I want to convert it to a fraction, to a decimal, what do I do? Top divided by bottom. All I gotta do is punch my calculator. Top divided by bottom. And I'll turn it to a decimal. That's all they did right there in that section, is took those fractions, top divided by bottom, put them to a decimal. So you know how to do that. You don't need that. You know how to do it. Now, if you want to look them up, you see them there, okay. Look them up. But that's how you do it. Guys, like I said, rules don't change in math. That's why I like math. You get a rule and it's there. It's done. You know, you go to English, spell red.
How many times?
R-E-D, R-E-A-D. But R-E-A-D could either be read or read. But R-E-D could be read. It don't make no sense. There ain't no rules. You know? There's no rules there in English. But math, there is. You got rules. And once you set a rule, it don't change. Rules don't change. Okay? So, if I want to, let's go from converting back. What if I have a decimal and I want to convert that over to a fraction? Well, let's just say I want to put it into sixteenths. How many sixteenths would that be? Well, all you do is take your decimal, multiply by 16, and it'll tell you how many you have. Somebody punch that in the calculator. What do you get? Now, most of you should know that 0.5 is a half, 0.75 is 3/4, and so I'm right in there between those somewhere, right?
5/8.
10.912.
10.9. Okay, far enough. Rounds up to 11, so that'd be 11/16.
That's metric.
No, that's just decimals.
Nah, just popping off.
Does everybody see what I'm talking about? And that'll work on any fraction, any decimal to any fraction, anywhere. If you want to put it into 30 seconds, multiply by 32, tells you how many you got. You want to put it to the nearest 527th, multiply by 527, tell you how many you got. Guys, it doesn't get much simpler than that. Whatever decimal you want to put into a fraction, multiply by whatever fraction you want it to, it tells you how many you got. And you just round it up or down, whichever way it needs to go. If this is 5 or more, you round it up. If this was less than 5, you'd round it down to 10. Okay? Any question about that one? Okay. So use the chart there if you want to, because that's all it did. You look up to 11/16 down there. If you went down that page to 11/16, there's 15/16, 11/16. Found it. There it is. It's 0.6875. Yeah, and we had 0.682. It's pretty close. Okay. So it's like I said, it's not. That's not going to be exact of the, you know, for everything that you're going to do, because some of them are not going to be exactly those numbers. So you're going to have to kind of get close.
Some calculators are even a little different.
Well, yeah. But they'll still
You
get
the
close
same
enough.
numbers and they'll get you just close.
Well, you got around. That's the other thing, guys, is mathematics is not exact. And I get a lot of arguments over that. Well, it is exact if you can carry it out far enough. But guys, my little calculator, the numbers run off the edge and on the floor, and I can't get it far enough. So you got to round it off somewhere. So just everything we do is rounded back somewhere. It's rounded off. You know, you've probably heard of pie. Well, you probably eaten it, but different pie, different kind of pie. Pi is taking the distance around a circle and dividing it by the distance across. Any circle, anywhere, anything. Yes, ma'am, come in.
Oh, this is for her, so I just leave it out there?
Just lay it right there on that table, right in front of you. Thank you, ma'am.
Have a nice day, sorry
You
to
too.
interrupt.
No problem. But take that. Any circle, distance around, divide by the distance across. And guys, that goes forever. They have never found the end of it. They've carried it out to trillions of places and never found it repeating, never found it, the end of it.
What was that again that you mentioned?
The distance around a circle divided by the distance across, that's pi. 3.1416.
Yeah.
But it goes on forever.
That's crazy, man.
There isn't any end. That's a God thing.
Yeah.
He created that. We can't find it. Stupid men can't find it.
No, there's not a place for that.
And seriously, has been carried out to trillions of places. A couple of trillions of places out. And they can't get it find.
I had this teacher who started writing it on the board, and he had it memorized to like 100 digits. And he'd stop and tell him, like, want me to keep going? And he'd just keep going.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
But who's gonna
Right.
question him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that too.
I looked it up.
Yeah. I can do that too, but you wouldn't know. So, yeah, but you gotta round it off somewhere, right? So math is rounded off. You're not gonna come up with exactly the same answer as what they have on that test. And it's gonna be multiple choice, so you get to the closest one, the closest answer. And guys, I put 90% of those answers on that test, and I didn't put them real close. I didn't do that. But the other thing you want to listen to when I'm talking here about this, understand my philosophy about plumbing, about math, my philosophy about the math, and the way I look at math, because that's the way I wrote that. I was told, write a question about this, write a question about that, write a question about this, write a question about this. I had a whole list of things I had to write questions about, and I put them on there. And then I put the answers with them. I don't even remember what formulas I used, because I could use any one of them. I don't care. It didn't matter to me. So I don't even know what I used on most of those. But I did not get answers that were really, really, really close together. So you had to be exact, because I know you don't need to be. Okay? So anyway, like I said, use this down here for changing fractions to decimals, decimals to fractions, or don't use it at all. I don't use it, but you want to use it? There it is. Table G. Table G.